like a TV in the background. Yeah, it sounds like that. I also hear that. All right. Anyway, fellas, what's going on? What's going on? Shout- I just do. All right. Um, as you know, we have children, so it's gonna happen from time to time. Uh, kids make noise, so it is what it is. Um, anyway, fellas, it's another day. I want to count it down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yo, what's good? It's your boy Air Max Rich, and this is Keep in Mind. No, we really got to change that, man. It does not work if we're not in person. We got to, huh? I need hold on, Black. I gotta reset your mic. Let me make sure. All right. But come in a little. Pardon. Come a little closer to the mic, to the camera. No diddy, no diddy. Huh? Back up, back up, back up. You good right there. All right, you good. Yeah. Listen. All right. Anyway, it's another day. It's 4/14/2025. Oh shoot, I know the dates now because I'm in front of a computer. As a matter of fact, I was always in front of a computer. Ain't that crazy? I just thought about that. The date was always in front of me. That's facts, but I definitely look today. You know what I mean? So anyway, I want to say what's going on with y'all fellas. We actually got to start on time, so it's okay for me to ask y'all how y'all week went by and everything. Anything new going on in y'all lives, you know? You gotta come closer to the mic, Black. Come a little closer to the mic, my phone. There's no sound. How? Hold on, fella. Hold on. My shorty's saying she don't hear y'all, and this is the issues that I always run into. I'm not. Just how come she don't hear y'all? Hold on. Yo,
Yo, Zagazao, yow, 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 yaga, yow. Hello, hello, hello,
I hear y'all.
hello, hello, hello. You can hear my loud ass.
Yeah, I hear y'all. I hear y'all. I don't know what the fuck she talking about. Oh, maybe I fixed it. My bad. All right. So run this back. We're gonna start from here. This is how lives work. You know what I mean? I'm gonna chop this up, make it look nice on YouTube. All right. Chop, 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 chop. You know what I mean? All right. They good now. I know they good now because I told them. Fuck you too. Jerry, are you talking?
Jerry, talk.
I don't hear Jerry. Jerry,
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, so why you moving your mouth without making any sounds? This nigga's weird, yo. Like,
I think he was talking to somebody off camera.
No, he was just
Like,
no.
Yeah, he's a new parent. Wouldn't know.
Okay, you muted yourself. Okay, all right. I was like, what's happening right now? That's cool. All right. Anyway, all right. So let's start this over. And instead of doing the keep in mind, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Keep in Mind, season 3, episode 2. I'm here with
C Black, Jay.
There you go. This is Keep in Mind podcast. All right, we got to work on that. We gonna come up with
You
a
know,
new
next
intro.
time, hey, this
Yo, my man came out of nowhere.
Huh?
He came out of nowhere that way.
Just introduce us next time.
Thank you.
Oh, all right, yeah, all right. So I'm here with My boy C Black, my boy Jay, and this is Keep Your Mind Podcast. All right. It's your boy MX Rich. I'm here with Black, Jay. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we can just do that. Like I'm here with Black. What's good? I'm here with Jay. What's up?
and this is Keep Your Mind Podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, all right. This is live, everyone. Please,
I like that.
Pardon us. It's gonna look better when I put it up on YouTube. I promise. What's it called? Anyway, so Black, you said you went to the Vibes Cartel concert last weekend.
Bob's Cartel concert. That shit was lit. I went to the second night. Everybody was like, "Oh, the second night gonna be whack. You're not gonna be able to perform." My boy was up on that stage, tore that shit down.
Oh, dear.
Tore that shit down. 2 hours. Tore that shit down. Did his thing. Brought out that dope artist. He brought out Shantia. Spy. Everybody else. He brought out all of the dope ass artists.
I saw he brought out Fabulous and Neo.
Lil Kim. Mad people. Da Vinci. Some Black Rhino. I don't know if not everybody's familiar with those names.
Black Rhino.
Yeah, he brought a lot of people though.
Okay. All right, Jay.
He put popcorn on FaceTime.
Oh,
word. Yeah, because
popcorn can't come to America.
No.
That's why he be in Canada with Drake.
Yeah, he be all over the world getting money. Just can't get the hit.
I don't see him chill with Drake no more after Hotline Bling for a little bit.
No, still homies.
They still homies?
Yeah, Drake said Bob Cartel custom OVO trade custom at the concert.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I heard he got him.
He sent him a custom. That shit was a tough chain. That's it's one of two. It's one of two special chain that made just for him.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit was kind of fun.
Black, do me a favor. Come a little closer to your mic. I'm sorry, I keep saying it. I apologize. It's just that your mic. Yeah, you know what it is. Your mic keep cutting in and out. It gets choppy because of the space in your room.
Yeah, I hear it is getting choppy.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So I gotta put like a mattress around my shit.
What?
I gotta put like a mattress. Like what's
like recorded?
Nah. All right, you gotta back up a little bit. Like right there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I keep telling you. I apologize. I'm just trying to make sure you're not
Nah,
choppy.
it's okay.
Yeah. That's
Yo, the people ain't in here quite yet, but shout out to Peggin, shout out to Xavion, who says y'all should try StreamYard.
Yeah.
Our producer, Rich, is the one that you know what I mean.
Yeah, mad people have told me that already to try StreamYard. Yeah. I mean, I'm not against it. You know what I mean? I'm not against it.
Shout out to Natasha in the chat. Tell a friend, please join the Keep in Mind podcast page right now and on YouTube. We are live, baby, live. We're gonna have our topics live. We're gonna have some jokes on the side. You know how we get down, man. So please tell a friend. Monday night.
All right,
it's time to
let's discuss some things. You know what I mean? Black, let's get us going for everybody, man.
Well, we going to the topics. All right. Excuse me. Give me a second. I didn't know.
Do you have the Rich? By the way, just a side note. Would you be able to put up that video or nah? We could just.
Which video?
We don't do it. The one I sent.
Yeah, I can play it. Don't worry.
All right.
So there's a video up of Wallow. Everybody know Wallow from Gilly and Wallow from $1,000,000. He's talking to a bunch of people who I guess want to be business owners, and he's saying being black owned isn't enough. It's either you got a good business or you don't. It doesn't matter anymore. Being black owned is not enough. He's not supporting bad business. Black doesn't matter. So I want to know, should it be enough being black owned? Should you always get the first look from our peers just because we're black owned, even if our shit is not top tier?
Good question.
Hold on. Yo, Jay, I'm gonna mute you in between because the kids in the background, just to let you know. So whenever you're talking, I guess I'll unmute you. All right? I just want you to know, because yeah.
All right.
If I hear it, that's all.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about that, Jay? How do you feel about that topic?
I honestly, I mean, I don't know if I disagree too much, man. I honestly feel like we gotta do more than just support black owned businesses. I've come across too many of our own that it's just a gimmick game where like they draw you in because hey, black owned, come support, but you get what I'm saying. The service is not really up to par. The food or whatever it is they have going, or the gimmick of whatever's going on is just it's just for looks. It's not even really like a good product. So I really feel like we should focus more on the quality of our businesses more than the quantity. Like I get that we need to, catch up, or people feel like we do need to support our own more, and I'm firmly 100% behind supporting our own black-owned businesses. But I honestly feel like it's just high-priced items that aren't even worth it, and that to me is like not. I don't know. I don't think that's cool. So I wouldn't want to support a black-owned business just because like I really want there to be like a seriousness behind what the service or the product is in order to draw me in and keep me coming back.
Got it. I got a comment from Natasha Rodriguez. She let me know that Black, change your camera view to pardon me. Change your change your camera view to the vertical way, please, because you're too close to the camera. Yeah, like yeah. Try to do a vertical. And Jerry, hey, listen, man, we trying to work out the kinks. Jerry, this is where whatever you're using to talk on, it clicks every time you talk. It does this clicking sound. So
it doesn't sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear it? You hear that when you said okay?
I don't hear it. No.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yo, my man got the Yo, you're killing me right now. So I'm clicking. Am I still doing that? Is that still happening?
Yo, Black.
What's going on?
What?
The camera's not on you though. It's on. This is crazy. This is nuts right now, bro.
I love it.
Just back up, man. Just back up. Because we can't do this right now during the middle of the live.
Yeah,
We had the episode going. Just forget it. Just put it back.
Yo, I was cracking. All right, cool. Here we go. We good.
I just lean forward when I talk.
There you go. There you go. Just lean forward when you talk. I'm sorry, everybody. We apologize. Listen, we gotta work it out.
I'm gonna get it together.
Yeah, Black. How do you feel about that black-owned business thing?
I disagree. I feel like we should still always put our people first a little bit. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
Lean forward.
Like instead of just like being like, oh, I'm not fucking with it because it was bad this one time. You know what I mean? It's black owned and go back. I feel like go talk to the owner or whoever. Like, yo, listen, I see what you're trying to do here. These are the things that I think you need to change. The things I need to do to make it do better. I think that we should be like, it's bad service. Fuck them. Like I feel like inside our community, it should always be the build up. Like we can't just tell them that it's bad and just move away from it because that's what we do. And I feel like in that community, like we get service from bad service from black people, our own people, we make it such a bigger deal. You know what I mean? Then if we get bad service from wherever, like you know what I mean, it's so much worse. So I feel like we should have more grace. We should definitely have more grace towards our people.
I genuinely feel like the fact that like that whole idea of giving more grace is exactly why we end up in situations like I was talking to my shorty about this earlier, and it was like when we give each other more grace, That's what leads to us going to establishments, expecting or waiting on them to not necessarily give us proper service, only for us to make the complaint of, oh, oh, see here, I try one of y'all spots, and once again, and this is what happens when I try y'all spots. So I'm kind of leaning more towards Jerry's side, where it's like I should hold y'all to the same standard as anybody else that I go to. Like if I like good, if I'm going somewhere for food, I expect good customer service. I expect good customer service. I expect good food. I expect good ambiance. All of that. Just because it's a black establishment doesn't mean that I should go in there and be like, oh well, they trying just like us right now with the podcast. Like you know what I mean? Like for anybody we lose. For anybody we lose in this time.
So if we go to Fridays right now, and you have a bad experience, you're never going to Fridays again.
Rich, was that a question for Rich?
It's if I go to Fridays and I have a bad experience, am I ever going to Fridays again? Yes. Yeah. Just like if I go to a black establishment and I have a bad that was a good question.
I know it was. That's my whole point. Good question. That's my whole point.
That was a good question. Okay. All right.
When you go to that
Fridays is a chain. So I may not go back to the same Fridays. But Fridays is a chain. If you have a black establishment and like Milk and Honey, Milk and Honey is a black establishment, is it not? I believe it is. Correct.
Milk and Honey, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now.
Black owned?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Restaurant? What is it?
Huh?
It's a restaurant? What is it?
We went to Milk and Honey together, Jerry.
We went there in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. That's true. We sure did.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a cool, but
that was a restaurant. That's a cool spot, yeah.
It was all right. The food was to me.
Yeah, the food was a 6.5.
What?
The food was a 6.5.
A 6.5, you said.
He said.
Yeah. 6.5. The food was a 6.5. Like 1 to 10 scale.
Got it. I would agree with that. 6.5 is a pretty good.
7, yeah. But the service was but I didn't mind the service. The service was pretty cool. You had the waiters there that was smiling, having conversations with you while you even waited online. Like I discovered that a person will go to a restaurant that doesn't have the greatest food if the service is like top notch. So I feel like, if it's a restaurant that we are, that's black owned, that is trying to get customers to come in, then you really got to work on the fact that these people are bringing dollars to you and they can continue to come back, even if your food is not even all that, if it's a 6.5, 7, if you have good service. But when you top the 6 to the 6.5, 7 food with like a person with an attitude who acts like they don't want you to even be there, they don't want you ordering from their establishment, then that makes it easy for me to be like, all right, well, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Like, all right, it seems like you don't even want me here. You know what I mean? But the only thing, the only place I feel like I do that with is Jamaican restaurants. I mean, the worse the person at that is, the better the food I feel like it's gonna be. Curse me out, Yvette. I'm down for it. I listen. Give me the stewed chicken with the rice and peas, please.
Nah, that's the thing. Usually they only upset like that when they don't got the food. Like we don't have that. We don't have that. So she ain't gonna give you no good food when she upset like that. Trust me. You know what I mean?
But all jokes aside, I just feel like, we honestly should focus a lot on the customer service aspect if we do have a black-owned business that is in the restaurant business or whatever, because you will get a person smiling at you at these white establishments, bro. They don't fuck with you financially. They don't support any of your causes, but they will smile in your face if you walk through them doors. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, and people will go, okay, I'm gonna spend my money here because I'm getting a good vibe from these people, even though they don't really fuck with you like that or they don't want to see you win. So I'm definitely willing to give black-owned businesses a chance. I'm not saying not to do that. Definitely, I agree with you, Black. We should definitely allow them some grace. We are trying to catch up here in this game of generational wealth. but we do have to focus way more on the customer service aspect, on just making sure that we are, like we're here for each other. Like it's a I get it. I'm a customer, and you have an establishment, but we have to really be respectful in all aspects in order for me to continue spending my money. I'll just spend my money once if the service is not on point. You feel me?
That makes sense. That makes sense. I can't
So
knock that. Talk that talk, Jay. Talk that talk. You know what I mean?
we just got to work on it. But I'm definitely down. I'm with it. Like let's, the message for me is support black owned, y'all. If y'all found a nice spot, like Keith Lee, the guy that like reviews like black owned places. Like I mean, I have a few of his spots like listed on my like to go to like in Texas or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's just he gives an honest review. He talks about the service and how he felt when he was ordering his food and stuff like that, and how that plays a part into like people going over there. So it's important, man. It's important that we do that work.
Whitney Felice said, I'm always rooting for anything black. I have tried almost every well-known black-owned restaurant establishment in all major cities. I make it my business when I travel to support at least one. Now, I got a question for that. When you, like, just like Black said, how much grace do you give them? How much grace do you give them? Like, if the food is bad, do you go back? Like, you know what I mean? Do you go back? Do you go back there again and, like, eat there again or whatnot? Like, I need to...
Black.
Oh shoot.
Me, for me, it's all about what I got. Like if I got something simple and it's bad, I'm gonna see what whoever I'm with, what they got. I'm gonna be like, yo, how's your food? Like if everybody's food is bad, then it's just bad. Like you know what I'm saying? You could just mess up my dish. So I'll give you a chance on that. Like maybe if the person say, oh, my food is good and my food is trash, I think we could come back and try again. Like you know what I mean? Like,
This is cool.
but that's
All right, like, so, like, if you read Whitney's comment, she said exactly what I said. She said, I've had great experiences and poor ones, and if it was poor, I just don't go back to the end. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to change, it's different. But when it's not a chain, it's like the food was bad here. Like in North Carolina, me and Tasha went to some restaurant, and that shit was subpar. The ambiance was nice. The service was cool, I guess, except for the fact that they took forever to bring us our food. And then the food was like subpar as fuck. Like, I mean, like,
what? Wait, that's just bad food. If it's bad food, you don't need to go back.
Exactly. It's a restaurant. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No.
We were
Restaurant
just
and you
talking
have
about
bad food, bro.
bad food. We were talking about just the whole situation of it. Like, you know what I mean? Not just the food. The food is a small part.
Okay. All right. So,
Well, it's not a small part.
Then more
It's
food.
not-
Huh?
It's not a small part, but I'm talking about just more than just the food. Like, I'm talking about the whole situation. Like,
Well,
this why, help wise, like all of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said you went through the food is bad, you had to wait long. Like, that's just not a good place. I get why you wouldn't want to go back.
yeah, because I guess when it comes to black owned businesses, and it's not we don't only work in the food industry, so like I think that depending on what service you're providing, like in particular, like yes, a restaurant has all those other factors, ambiance, customer service, and all that. But the main thing at a restaurant is the food, correct?
Very true.
Okay, so now if the food is not what's good about a restaurant, it makes sense why I would not go back. Okay,
100%.
just like if it's a black owned ice skating rink and they have no ice in there, like you know what I mean? Like I'm not. Am I bugging on that?
You're not bugging. I'm not saying that I'm gonna go to a horrible place just because it's black. That's not what I was saying.
Okay. Natasha Rodriguez said, if the food is bad and the drinks are good, I would go back just for the drinks if the service and ambiance is good. Okay. You know what I mean?
Good point.
Okay. See, she
Good
found
point.
something good out of it. She found something good that she would support them with. Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. Find what you can. I would say the fact that these places are places that a lot of people are taking trips to go. They go out of their way kind of to support. it's if you could find your thing there, that's like, okay, cool. Like whenever I'm in town or whenever I'm around, I'm going to try to, go to this place or tell people about this place. But for the most part, man, if you are a restaurant and the food is not all that great, but the service is good, like, okay, cool. Like I might come back if anything just to see if I can try something else. But like if the food is terrible, then I mean, what am I gonna really rave about going back for? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which moves me to say that we as black owned businesses as well, if we are entrepreneurs, man, we can't just stick to the food service industry. You get what I'm saying? Like I'd like to see some black plumbers, man. Like honestly, black electricians. I want like a whole lot more options for black owned than just food. You feel me? So my wife and I are really conscious about trying to work with black contractors for houses and black service providers. So you get what I'm saying? There's a slew of services that
Yo,
we
why do you think that's
really
the thing
get
with
into.
black people? Like, you ever notice, like, we like ride wave, like, oh, everybody making money going to NBA. We all playing sports. Oh, everybody making money of being a rapper. We all become rappers. Everybody cooking food now. So why we do that? Like, why I feel like
I don't
we
know.
just want to jump into what everybody else is doing instead of spreading our shit out. Why is that? What you
I
think?
mean,
Why you think
I think black people are actually very more spread out than you think. I know
Mm,
black people in construction and all that different
right.
stuff. I think just what's most publicized for us is sports and food. As if that's all
No,
they.
I would agree with you there, Rich. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I'm not saying that there aren't any black owned businesses in construction, but I feel like they're too far and spread out in between. Like I remember, like I'm telling you from based on experience myself, my wife and I made a conscious effort to, on Long Island, try to just work with black owned businesses. Like we went out of our way to try to find black owned businesses as far as plumbers and like electricians and contractors go, and it's very limited. And the ones that are around are like, you get what I'm saying, are like ridiculously priced. They've been around for a while, so I guess they could price themselves that way. And then it's just like, oh, bro, if you don't got $1 million, you ain't messing with this contracting company. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're getting into the zone where we feel like we're dealing with less and less black owned businesses on the like just services and providing like those key services that we need for homes and things of that nature. So it's just tough. But I mean, it's there. I agree with you. It's there. They're definitely there. It's just a little tougher. They're more spread out, I think. I'm not
Okay.
hearing. I'm not hearing Rich.
My apologies, I was on mute. So I got a question for y'all. I was looking on Instagram like earlier today, and I had seen this. Actually, it wasn't even on Instagram; it was on YouTube. I had seen this post in regards to a New York couple had charged their get. They charged. They didn't ask, or they didn't. Actually, you're not even supposed to ask when you get married, but um, first of all, I want to know: is it customary in y'all cultures? Well, Jerry, you're the same culture as mine, but in black, pretty much the same. But for everyone in the chat, is it customary in y'all cultures to give money when you go to a wedding, like leave money for like your plate that they paid for or anything like that? Is that customary, Jerry? Is that what you're accustomed to?
I'm accustomed to pretty much putting like having a minimum, at least a plate. From what I understand, like you at least bring enough to cover your plate, and it's like $150 nowadays anyway. So it's like, you know what I'm saying. So if you and a guest are coming, then try to at least to the minimum effect bring enough to cover the food that was provided for you.
Kenyatta said it depends. It depends on what, Kenyatta. Um,
I think from what I hear, if it's a destination way, you don't have to. But I feel like it's like the regular wedding like this. That's what regular thing. You're supposed to do at least your plate. And yes, if you bring a bus.
what's it called? Whitney Felice said, "Yes, yes, absolutely. No matter what type of wedding it is, giving a gift of money is mandatory to me." Captain Matthew said, but I don't like when black business feels. I don't like when black. Oh, okay, that's from the other earlier topic.
Yeah.
Whitney Felice said, "Destination or not, I still give something." I think that's the more customary thing for that I know that what Whitney's mentioning. Kenyatta said it depends.
Yeah.
What, Jerry?
I said, don't get away from the story though. You didn't finish.
Oh yeah. So my apologies. I won't. Let me just read this last comment. It depends on what the couple asks for. Some people ask for gifts. Some people ask for money. All right. People ask for money.
Yeah. You know, monetary gifts are appreciated.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought people would be like,
that's asking for money, bro.
Natasha Rodriguez says showing up to a wedding empty-handed is a bit tacky to me. Okay. All right. So pretty much, this New York couple charged. Let me actually pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up.
There you go. You can do all that now. You feel
He said, "There you go." Jerry's been waiting for you to use this.
I'm like, yo, come on. You've been telling me all about this joint. Rich has been talking about all of this. My man now all of a sudden.
Mr. RGB said he agrees that that you should give a gift. I mean, that's why when Kenyatta said it depends, I wanted to know. Yeah, they do a honeymoon fund instead of asking for gifts. That's actually a great idea. That's why I wanted to know. That's why I wanted to know what she meant when she said it depends. Really, like, you know what I mean. It depends on what the couple asked for. Oh, that's what she meant. I read that. My bad, Kenyatta. I'm wilding.
Can't with this guy, bro.
Hey, my bad.
But yeah. So this couple, I read the article. I definitely read this article before. So this couple charged everyone to come to the wedding, correct? Like it that was the premise of the topic was because this couple charged I think it was $350 or something like that.
$333 in each. I'm not gonna pull this one up because it's on the other screen. It's a lot right now. New York. It says New York couple charged their wedding guests $333 each in an effort to save money. Only 60 out of 350 guests came. So how y'all feel about that?
I mean, you gotta think about it like this way. Those are the people who really love, who really want to be at the wedding to watch them celebrate it. I wouldn't want no other way.
Talk your talk. Black, I pretty much agree with you, brother. Like I don't feel like that was a problem. Like you know what I'm saying? Like instead of you having the guess kind of like what is appropriate and all of that, they kind of took all of the guesswork out of it. They said, hey, listen, $330.
You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
If you love me, you're gonna pay that much and then turn up with me. Like I don't see the issue with that. And you know, and what if it is for that honeymoon fund that they have, you know, or whatever, they're just trying to save up to buy a house, and they're like, yo, if 300 people come with $333 each, which is a crazy amount to come to, but $333 for 300 people, you get what I'm saying? That will cover the goal of whatever it is they're trying to do. I don't see a single issue with that, man. And I really want to say though, the people that showed up, those are the people that they should understand is their village. That is the village right there. And they did it perfectly to extract the village, the true village, out of the 300 people that they were going to have at the wedding for no reason. You feel me?
I mean, I'm reading the comments and everybody's like, "That's tacky. That's tacky." And I
mean, that's even in the sorry, not to cut you off, but even when you was in the thing, everybody tacky. They said it was tacky, but
wait, hold on. My mom said, hold on. Natasha Rodriguez said, "If you ain't got the money for a wedding, don't plan one." Yeah, facts. That's a fact. If you don't got the money for a wedding, don't plan one. Like it doesn't make sense. Like, it's okay to just get married. You can get married in a courthouse.
They made nearly $20,000 off the people that came.
20 grand?
Right? Close to it was like
333 times 60 people. Hold on. Let's see.
Doing some quick math real quick.
You got to close
almost 20 grand. $20 short of 20 grand.
Tell it.
All right, you know what I mean. So
You
that
feel
that
me?
that.
Like, I don't see the issue with that, man. I honestly did not see the issue with that. And you could consider it tacky. I mean, it is. I guess it's tacky to ask for a specific amount rather than let the people just bring to you whatever they want to bring, whatever they can.
Oh,
But listen, man, I honestly feel like a wedding should be between those two people in close family anyway. So a 300-person wedding, bro, is like that's a huge wedding. And if you sitting here and you're going, all right, cool. Like if everybody pays $333, then this is a heavy burden lifted off, or we have enough to do it, bro. Like at the end of the day, they probably shouldn't have had 300 people that they invited. They should have had 100, and so the 60 would have been like way more than half the amount.
but
I mean, what I'm charging, my number to invite would be an infinite. Like if you come, it's gonna be tickets. This shit gonna get sold out. If that's the case, like if you don't do it like that.
But all right, you see, hold on.
Yo, my man Black's wedding is gonna be like the Vibes concert.
Check it out. Mr. RGP posed the question: what's the difference between charging for a wedding and giving gifts for it? Money is money. It's their wedding.
What's the difference?
The difference is it's tacky as fuck to charge for a wedding. What is this, a celebration? Like y'all the king and queen? You're charging. It's not saying that you're asking people. Please, we are asking, like we're trying to like even if you did some shit like you made like what do they call those fundraiser things with the little meter? And it's like, oh, we're trying to reach this amount. That's even that's even more smooth than literally saying, nah, to come to this wedding you gotta pay $333 straight up.
So the beef is them giving you a number, like, yo, listen.
No, the beef is them charging.
Yeah, giving you a number, because you're gonna give them money regardless, right?
You're gonna give them money because it's good etiquette. You know what I mean? It's good etiquette, right. But like, if you are showing bad etiquette by now charging me to give you like telling me
the beef is them charging.
Yes, Jerry, would you not agree?
I told you, I actually agree. I side with the couple, man. I honestly side with the couple, bro. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Wait, you side with you side with the couple saying that it's cool to charge?
Bro, I don't see the problem with it. Maybe they should have.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
Maybe they should have reworded it. Maybe they think that this is like our house fund. Maybe this is like, maybe they would have had more people come if they were like, yo, we're trying to, we're trying to, we're trying to like get something. We're trying to get somewhere or whatever, and this is what the goal. This is what the goal is, and this is what we hope to get, kind of deal. But like honestly, bro, they do this in other places.
What are you laughing at?
It's America that kind of you bring whatever you can, but other places they charge you to come to the wedding, bro. Like
I never heard that before. And Captain Matthew said the custom cutting board I'm buying you ain't $333.
That's what I'm saying. You know how many, bro?
Yeah.
I got married. What is looking like almost 11 years ago now, right? And when I tell you the amount of freaking like custom like plates and blenders and stupid shit that we got 2-3 of, I was like, yo, we could have just grabbed the bread from this, even if it was $50 and done way more than what we had to sell it or give or re-gift half of our shit, bro. It was I don't see a single problem with me going, listen, it's $200 to come to this joint. You know it's gonna be a vibe. If you fuck with me for real, it should really be nothing. You're coming to enjoy a time with me and my future wife. Like, if you're my people's, what does that does that matter? If I charge you, Rich, or if you charge me,
you can't.
You're getting married next year, and you said, yo, it's gonna be $200 from each person, and we're pretty much set. Like everything is good. You think it would be like good or okay if I said, yo, bro, the fact that you're telling me how much it is that I should give you is a problem? Like what? Like you my man's like $200 as long as you're not asking me for $1,000 or some crazy shit. That's cool. That's reasonable.
No, Jerry, it's your wedding, right? I'm coming to celebrate your wedding with you, right? And usually, unless this is a public event that you're putting out flyers for, If you're not putting enough, like what the fuck, like what is happening right now? What are y'all talking about, yo?
Yeah,
Like,
bro, I don't see it.
Is this serious right now?
I don't know if I would do it, but I don't see it like that. It's crazy that they did that.
That shit is nuts, bro. That shit is bananas to tell somebody, I'm charging you to come to my wedding. Hey, by the way, you're my close. Hey, Jerry, imagine you looking at me in my face. Me and you have a podcast together. I didn't watch your son take his first steps, and you telling me, yo, by the way, you can't come unless you pay $333. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
So wait a minute. So okay. So better yet, then I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna put it this way. If you come up with a product, you come up with a hat, damn it, and the hat is really high quality, but it costs $75 for me to get this hat. Yeah. And I told you, yo, bro, that's not really what I can't. That's too much for.
All right, then don't buy it. I feel no way. You let me know you don't have the money. Whether you have it or not, you told me you didn't for my product. If I see you buy some other shit for that money, I just know how you move. And that's it. There's nothing else to be said about that. That's not the same thing as a wedding. You charging me to come celebrate your fucking wedding.
Well, you see 300 people were invited and only 60 came. So obviously it worked for almost $20,000 of the goal, my dude.
Nah, hold on. Mr. RGB said, but if you're charging and not accepting other gifts, even if you, bro, $333, who's buying? Nobody's trying to give that much money to go to a wedding.
Yeah, $300.
People ain't trying to pay that to go to concerts. Are you kidding me? But like, hold on. Kenyatta Sabri said, when people have parties for their birthday, they charge people to get in. Why can't they charge for their wedding? What's the difference? Yeah, and plenty of people don't go to them damn parties. Mr. IGP said a celebration of love. LOL. Yeah, Natasha Rodriguez said, "Would you pay for a baby shower? I should have charged y'all a fee for Donnie. Now that I know exactly,
listen, would you? If you would have told me if I couldn't get in if I didn't bring a pack of diapers to Donnie.
No, I didn't say a pack of diapers. $333, nigga.
Oh yeah, now you're wildin'.
No. Why?
Because this is I'm gonna see Donnie at some other point, bro. Like I don't see Donnie.
Wait. So after people get married, you don't see them no more? What?
I'm not giving them gifts. Donnie's gonna be getting gifts to me for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his
life. No.
I'm not gonna give you $333. Yeah. Like if anything, if I go to this wedding, somebody said it better be an open bar. Catherine Matthews says $333 better be an open bar. Now I agree with that.
I'm not going to go if it's not open bar.
Then I better there better be unlimited food. There better be like an unlimited open bar, or else I want my money back.
Joyful 82 said, "I'll be damned to pay someone to watch someone get married." Pegan said, "To be honest, weddings isn't for anything but acquiring money or how it used to be. It's not an event for you to come and enjoy. It's for the community to come together to help usher off a couple's new life. I heard a story about how a couple was going through guest envelopes to pay the vendors at the wedding, but they had shit crying. No money came in. All right, now let me now. That is the most backward shit I've ever heard in my life.
Ever, yeah.
Bro, hold on. You didn't have money for a part, and you, Jerry, don't switch up because you just agree with it. Don't switch up.
No, I don't agree with that, bro. Paying for if you don't have the money to even have the wedding, bro. I am all about you going to the courthouse and getting married and just doing.
Bro, you got to do that anyway. You're not married.
That's what I'm saying. So then y'all getting married. So then the reception, when you do have the bread to be able to invite people, then yes, go do that, and you can charge. I'm okay, cool. You can charge too. But don't tell me that you don't have the money and you're expecting the bread that people are supposed to be bringing to pay for the venue is insanity, bro.
That's what the post said. The post.
I'm okay with people charging. That's two different things, my guy.
Nah, the post said that. That's what the post said. The post said.
That the couple.
Yeah, the couple. It said the couple would charge people that amount because of the fact that they couldn't afford. What's it called?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
What?
I didn't know that. I didn't know people actually
I
charge.
did not know they didn't
right
have
there.
enough bread,
Yeah,
bro.
to save money. In an effort to save money.
In an effort to save money, yeah, not because they didn't have the money. If they didn't have the money, bro, that it was stupid from get. What are you doing?
I mean,
it would have been okay for you to just try to rent out a little hall nearby your crib and try to have those 60 people come through and bring $100, like in order for you to have something in your pocket, bro. Like that doesn't make sense.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just telling you what the fuck I thought. Like this, like
Agreed.
It's not, but it's not the same thing. I didn't want you to go, oh, yo, that's the same thing as if they didn't. No, bro. If a couple is starting off from the bottom and they don't have enough money to actually even get married, or to do a big reception. Let me not say get married, because getting married is not an expensive deal. I don't want anyone to think that getting married is an expensive deal. You go to the courthouse, you two get married, you do your thing. And bro, I'm a big fan of you not celebrating your marriage until a year later anyway. I'm okay with you getting married and then a year later having the most popping reception that you've ever had, because y'all started building, y'all started doing something. So now y'all got something to even celebrate. You feel me? It's just the love y'all got together, and now a year later, ooh, y'all trying to get a house. Ooh, y'all trying to get a car. Ooh, y'all trying to move to another state. Well, let's have a big reception, have people come through. If y'all gotta give us, if everybody brings $100, $200, or whatever, you know what I mean? If $333, I think is a little too much, but to each his own, and that's that, bro. And you start off there, and you have that help you catapult yourself. But don't tell me it's. I mean, you're gonna have a venue, you're gonna be at a spot, and you don't have the money to pay the people. That's craziness, bro.
Yeah,
sounds ridiculous to me.
That's nuts. You're waiting for the guests to bring the money. That's insanity.
Anyway, fellas.
Why would you do that?
So Jerry, I know you wanted to talk about this right here. You wanted me to play this for everybody, correct?
Oh yes. I have a clip for everybody to please pay attention to this clip. It's a pretty funny clip. My wife sent this to me, man, and I just want to discuss. I'm gonna have a question for our masterminds and for the.
And hello, I'm here to tell y'all why I don't get the fuck on Facebook. This girl just posted as her status, my husband came home crying because he said that he had a mistress and she's pregnant. Then she started crying and he was trying to comfort her and she was pushing him away. And she said she was pushing the wife is pushing the husband away because the wife knows that the husband is infertile, but they have 2 kids. So because the wife knows the husband is infertile, but she wants kids, but she's married to him, she knows that if she tells him that mistress's baby is not your baby, that he'll know that them 2 babies ain't his babies. She don't know what to do. Y'all, it's a mess. Oh! Hi.
I can't stop laughing every time I watch this video. But yo.
What? Jerry, I can't hear you. I couldn't hear you, Jerry.
Question, you are the wife.
Jerry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can hear me now? You know?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, my fault. I didn't do anything. All right. Yo, I can't help but laugh every time I watch that. But I have a question for the ladies in the chat. Lady masterminds, if you are the wife in this situation, you know your husband was infertile, and so you went and got 2 kids. So y'all got that situation going, and he came and told you that his mistress, his side piece, is pregnant. What would you do in the chat? Please write. And then for the fellas, now I'm gonna give y'all a little plot twist, I guess. You already know you're infertile, and you was just trying to see if she was gonna come clean with the fact that those 2 kids that he's been raising are not his. What would you do after this situation? You came and told her this, thinking that she's gonna come clean. She doesn't come clean. What do you do from that point forward?
Black, you want to speak on that?
I think you so you're saying I wasn't really cheating. I just said that to her because I knew I wasn't cheating. So I said that to her to see what she was going to say. That's what you're saying?
Say that again, Jerry. Say that again.
So what he's saying is he's saying the reverse of us. Like we wasn't cheating. We just know that we can't have kids. So she like, so you come to her like, oh babe, I got my just pregnant, thinking she gonna be like, fool, that ain't your kid, and these two kids upstairs ain't yours neither. If she keep playing alone, she's a dirty bitch.
I mean, that's the only. That's the. Hold on. I gotta read these comments. You ask for. Just tell him to take a DNA test for the mistress baby, not yours. That's pretty smart. Catherine just honestly solved the puzzle right there.
She said because when you gotta keep lying.
Yo, you gotta keep the lie going. No, you going to take a DNA test, baby. Those is not your. Take a DNA test. That's not your kid. I know it.
But what will make you act? I mean, she's right. Like one. Why would the wife even be sitting there discussing any of this with him? Because he cheated on you, and two, you already a piece of shit because you cheated on him to have these two kids you had.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the guy said, it's just a messy situation. Like
messy as hell.
Yeah, it's just
what would you do, Black? You didn't say.
First of all, in that situation, she has to tell me. Because if she don't tell me, she's a fucked up person. Because she's about to make me have to take care of another child on top of the two. Nah, you just gotta tell me and be like, nigga, you still gotta take care of these two. At least tell me like that. Like, yo, listen, you still gotta take care of these two because you've been here, but I know that one ain't yours. Trust me. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta
trust me. That trust me automatically. She gonna be like, wait, trust you? What do you mean trust me?
What you mean trust me?
Yeah, nah.
Rich.
Yeah.
Rich, you know you're infertile, and you thought that this was gonna be her chance to really come clean. She doesn't come clean. She plays along. She's like, "Oh my goodness, how could you do this to me? What are you doing?"
Wait. When did we add the part of him knowing he was infertile?
Jerry flipped it.
Oh, okay. My bad.
In order to give you I want to know your perspective. You know you're infertile, and she tells you she's crying because you did this to her. She's playing along. What are you doing now?
Shit.
All right.
No. All right.
You came to him
first.
Crying that you got your mistress pregnant.
Hold on, time out. Am I lying? Am I also lying about the mistress? Did I actually cheat?
No, you're lying.
I'm lying.
You're lying about the mistress.
Okay.
And you
okay.
want to see her you want to see her tell the truth.
Okay, cool. That's good. Because if I actually cheated, then it's like, yeah. All right. So I'm lying about the mistress, and I approach her, and she's like, she lets me have to deal with having to pay child support or something like that for a child that's not mine, and all of that. When she fully knows that I'm infertile, I might be going to jail. That's really it.
Wait.
That's really it. That's really it. I might be going to jail.
Well, in this situation, hypothetical, of course, you would like hurt the person who's doing this to you, who's lying to you like this?
Jerry, that don't sound crazy to you?
Listen, it sounds absolutely insane. It sounds absolutely insane.
That sounds bananas.
And I don't know if in this situation the man knows. So that's why I'm like, yo, bro. Like, if that's the situation and he really did get or he thought he got his mistress pregnant, just like Natasha said, they are match made in heaven because they are both terrible people, so they belong together. But if he knew and he was trying to get her to confess and she still didn't, I mean, bro, that's it. You say what the whole plot that you was doing was, and you ask for your divorce, bro. Like, I gotta walk away from this situation. I can't be here. This is crazy.
So if she admits to it, you gonna stay?
I didn't catch anything. I didn't catch anything you said, Black.
I said, so Derek, if she admits to it, are you gonna stay? Well, she's like, yo, you know what? I got something to tell you.
That's a good question. If she admits it, then I mean, is based on whether or not I really did smash that mistress. if I made that mistress up, then you know what I'm saying. Then I'm in all the way to right here. Like I could play this game how I want to play this game. But if I was really smashing, like Rich said, then we gonna have to talk because you did a messed up thing. I'm doing messed up things. I guess we could do messed up things together. I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway, that was a good one, Jerry. I wanted to also ask y'all about this one right here. It's not a video; it's just a picture. Let's see if I can get it up. All right. Black has shared this with us earlier today, and it says the average time it takes to say "I love you," about 69 days for men and 77 days for women. Now, I wanted to ask y'all, Jerry, who was the first to say "I love you" between you and Lane?
My wife, she was the first one to say it. And I can say that loud and proud, baby. She said that. It was immediate. It was like, I mean, I just took her on like a second date. She was like, boy, I love you. I was like, oh, snap.
Hey, really? Black, what about you, man? Who was first to say it?
You know what I mean?
Me.
You was the first one to say it?
Nah, she said it first. Listen,
Yeah.
my wife knew what she wanted, man. And you know, what can I say, man? I took her on a really nice date and a few dates actually. This was like our third nice date or whatever. And she was just like, man, you're so nice. You're so, you know, thoughtful. You know, I love you. And it kind of just came out nonchalantly, and I was like, oh snap! She just said that shit. And then, you know, and she counted the amount of time it took before I said it back, which was like an hour later or something like that. So
She waited.
The clock started from when she said "I love you" to me. The clock started for her between the time I said it back. So she was expecting me to immediately say it back.
How long?
But I was just like,
right.
no, I wasn't quite ready at that time.
Hold on, Jay.
How long? Wait, who said it first for you?
Between me and Tasha?
Yeah, Rich. No, between you and God.
Honestly, I couldn't hear. Honestly, God told me He loved me when I came out the womb. Okay, in Him, through Him, within Him.
Catherine saying 30 seconds for Haitian man. I love you, sweetie baby.
I love you, sweetie baby. I love you, sweetie baby.
I love you, sweetie baby.
Sweetie,
No,
it's
I was
sweetie.
not a typical Haitian in this situation. I was not.
So
Sweetie,
so
it's sweetie pie.
you said the second date for you, Jerry. So that's what, like within 1 month.
It took about, I would say, 30 days. 30 days, Hetty? Anyway, it took under a month, damn it. All right, it was about like I think 3 weeks.
3
all right,
weeks.
and she said it.
Black, what about you?
Playing.
Black, you said you said it first.
Rich, you're not answering any questions. I asked you who said it first between you and Natasha.
There you go,
said
Black.
between me and Natasha, and then start asking questions.
Because I didn't get the
Answer
answers to my
questions.
questions earlier. I didn't get the answers to my questions earlier. But I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Answer the question.
I can't remember. I think it might have been me. Maybe it probably was me.
That's a problem.
It probably was me. Or is that love bombing in their opinion? Do women get freaked out if a guy knows that right away, or is that love bombing in their opinion? Don't lie, Rich. It was you, Tasha. Tasha. Don't do this. Because we remember that time we was laying in the bed and we was talking, and you I don't know who said it. I don't know who said it.
Rich, okay, calm down. Come on.
No, I wasn't gonna go with it. I'm just messing around. Catherine said, "I knew it was Rich because he ain't answer." Thank you, Black, for holding his handheld ass accountable.
Right.
What do you mean handheld? The fuck? What the fuck?
Yes. Cause you be dodging, you be ducking and dodging.
I don't be ducking and dodging nothing. Bald headed ass. Tasha? Oh, she's meant to write bald headed ass.
You said it at 30 seconds. You said it was a sweet baby.
I didn't say it in 30 seconds.
Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Rich, how long did it take before you?
Nah, Rich. I think Rich did not love you, sweetie baby.
Sweetie, yo, Rich, I love you, sweetie, baby, sweetie. Come
do,
on, hey, sexy cutie pie.
I didn't do it. Unfortunately, I didn't do any of
Nah,
that.
Rich, how long did it take before you said the words I Rich?
I'm listening to you, Jerry. Give me a
Rich,
second. Yes, Jerry. Yes.
how many days did it take
It
before
was
you said the words first, I love you?
it was probably like a good 3 months or so. 3 months, 4 months.
3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months. Okay. All right. See, 69 days for men. 77. Anyway, go get into the topic.
No, okay. I just wanted to know, does that I was asking everybody, does that hold true for them? Like, is that the case? And I actually really liked Mr. RGP's question. Because for the most part, I mean, the people in here are talking already. So, Kenyatta said, yeah, a month. By the way, everybody who's in the chat right now, Kenyatta, Mr. RGP, please make sure you take that link and send it to a friend. You know what I mean? Share that. Oh, and make sure all of y'all hit that like button before y'all leave. Please hit that like button. We would appreciate that. But
Black.
wait.
Black.
Hold up, Jerry. Hold up, Jerry. Hold up. Were you gonna continue that question to Black? Is that what you were about to do, Jerry?
No, yeah, no, and you could go ahead and answer. But
me, I tell you very early. I know right away.
Black
2
say
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I've been
He said 2 weeks.
2
2
weeks.
weeks. I'm in love.
God.
So now let me ask you a question, Black. If you fall in love in 2 weeks, how long? If you have a breakup, how long before you start dating again? Because if you fall in love in 2 weeks and huh?
1 day.
So hold on. So you could be in love in 2 weeks, break up with that person after whatever time y'all together.
Mm-hmm.
A day goes by, you mourn or whatever, and then you date somebody, and then 2 weeks later you're in love again with somebody new.
No.
So then what the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, you said date, right?
No, yeah, but you said you'll know in 2 weeks.
I mean, after a heartbreak, your heart has to go. It has to go through the healing process. You can't just jump back into that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I said. So how long do you take before you start like seriously dating people after a break?
Seriously dating.
Sure, seriously dating.
Seriously dating. 6 months, and then you could bring them out into the world.
6 months.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Well, I really liked Mr. RGP's question. He said, "Do women get freaked out if a guy knows that right away, or is that love bombing in their opinion?" Now, Black just said that he knows within 2 weeks. So, have you ever been accused of love bombing, Black?
No.
No. And why? Why? Because you're not Haitian? Because you don't say sweetie?
Because I don't like. I'm not gonna. Because it's the way you go about it. I'm not gonna be like when I figure out that I do have those feelings. I'm not gonna come to you and be like, "Yo, I just love you so much. You're my ocean and my moon." I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm just gonna know it's gonna be a vibe, and then when it comes out, it comes out. But I know I'm not gonna be like, "Yo, I love you so much." Like, you know what I'm saying? But you'll feel it.
Will you tell them you love them in that 2 weeks time frame?
If it came out, like I don't want to do it like no creep, like, "Hey, I love you." But if it came out and I said it,
Kenyatta Sabri said, "You don't know me well enough to tell me you love me right away." What's it called?
That's definitely something to think about. Definitely. But then again,
Cat just said, "Black, you sure you're not Haitian?"
Yo, I honestly feel like I agree. I definitely agree with Kenyatta. With you don't know me well enough. It's not just a vibe. You get what I'm saying? Like you really have to pay attention to a lot of things. And I feel like men do really go through the checklist a lot, like strategically when it comes to who they want to one day be with on that kind of a level. So to say it that early, to me, I'm like, dang, like that's, you taking a shot in the dark, I feel like, because you don't even know this person well enough yet, like Kenyatta said, to even say I love you. But bro, men do know a lot earlier. We do know soon whether or not we are gonna rock with somebody.
You know what?
Or
You know what
somebody-
it is,
yeah,
man.
right.
We're a lot simpler.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So in that time frame, we just see like, okay, boop, boop, boop. You know what I mean? We're not really thinking too intricate. That's why I feel like I probably would say it first because we just see most of the time celibate, and we're okay with that. We can work with that type shit.
Okay, okay.
Type
What's it called?
I 2 weeks is crazy though, Black. I'm not gonna even lie.
2 weeks is pretty fast. Black is capping. LOL. Infatuation versus love. She's right. Shannon Price said Black is capping. Infatuation versus love. I think she might be right on that one. I think she might be right.
For real.
Again and again, what I'm saying is when I say I'm in love, again, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so in love with you, but I know, like you know very soon what's going on in your relationships. Like you can feel it. You know when it is good and it's not good.
Hold on.
And of course,
Natasha Rodriguez said, "You can say you're falling hard or catching strong feelings, but to hear those actual words can be a bit scary." Right. I mean, Mr. RGP is agreeing with you though, Black. Shout out to my boy, Mr. RGP Reggie. I think men love women harder and no sooner. Agree with Black. You know what I mean? He agrees with what you're saying. I don't disagree. Men do know a lot earlier, and I do agree. I think it's because we're a little more simpler in what we necessarily need to see in a woman to make that decision a lot earlier compared to women. There's a lot of factors they need to see because a woman also has to be protective of herself, so she has to also see how you are when you're angry and all that different stuff. Certain stuff that a man's not necessarily too concerned about. You know what I mean? So Shannon Price said, men do know a lot earlier, but 2 weeks is sending me. I mean, that shit is kind of crazy, Black.
Y'all are focused on the 2 weeks. Like, it's just the time, bro. Like,
2 weeks.
It's the vibes. It's the vibes.
Like I said, my wife said it first, and she said it in under a month. And the whole time between her saying it and waiting for me to say it was me going, "Yo, is it too soon? Like, how is this like that?" I mean, I was feeling like the vibe from Get as well, but I didn't think I was going to say it for fear of, like plenty of our masterminds are saying, that she would be like, "It's too soon. We don't know each other that well for you to be saying those words." But after she said it, and I never told her this, but after she said it, it made me way more comfortable to be able to say, "Yes, I'm feeling you. Like, I love you too. Like, I rock with you. Like, I see you in my future." Mm-hmm. So, I get what Black is saying, but for me to be able to say it comfortably in 2 weeks of knowing you would kind of never be my thing. It is that 2 weeks that I'm hanging on, Black. I get what you're saying, but I'm just like,
bro, everybody's just stuck on the time frame. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It's a quick time frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're saying. Like, right. I just feel like it's like, oh, it's too soon. It's too soon. Who makes it too soon? Who says it's too soon? People meet each other, get married in a year, be together for 25 years, 50 years. You know what I'm saying? People be together for 10 years, get married, divorced in 40 days. Like, what's too soon?
Hey, listen, Mr. RGP says 2 weeks is much, but if they're not on the BS, I think it's risky, but it's authentic. Which, I think that's what you're like. I feel like that's what you're alluding to. If it's authentic, if the vibe is right, if you feel it, men are pretty, solid on understanding what they feel and how they feel. And if you can rock out with somebody and you know that from Get, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Right. You could definitely say it. I just feel like, it's a risky thing. Just like Mr. RGP is saying, it's a risky thing.
Quick. All right. Well, we are getting close to the time that we want to wrap up the show, but there's one more thing I wanted to show everybody, and I wanted to ask y'all how y'all felt about. I wanted to talk about it last week, and it's something that just kind of really been bothering me. So check it out. We don't have to actually play the video or anything like that. The hell? What is it showing? Oh, my bad. My apologies. But so this kid Carmelo Anthony, the team that stabbed the white athlete. Did we talk about this? We did talk about this, right?
Yeah, we did talk about it.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
he's released out on he's released out on bond now, and something that we did talk about this, and I'm glad we did. But something that I did want to mention is that, as I mentioned prior, and it's like telling the future. They want the conservative media wants this kid pretty much hung, like they want to throw him underneath the jail and the ground that the jail is built on. You know what I mean? Like everything. And it's just odd that conservative media would say they want this when, like I had said, Kyle Rittenhouse, they damn near made that kid a millionaire for him doing way worse because of the fact that, matter of fact, let me not even say worse, because they both killed somebody from what I know. You know what I mean? And it's just odd to me that the media it's like they don't even care that they're showing.
Correct. Kyle Rittenhouse killed multiple people. This guy killed one person in self-defense. Kyle Rittenhouse killed, I think, 2 or 3 people.
I think he might have killed. I think he killed 1 and wounded 2, or killed 2 and wounded 1. One or the other. He had a gun that wasn't, like, he was underage, traveled across state lines with his weapon, all that different stuff, and got off scot free. Meanwhile, this situation right here, they want this kid underneath the jail, and that's why when y'all talk about this whole idea of us getting segregation or whatever it may be that y'all want, it's like, don't forget, like, we still are governed by these people, and this is what will happen. Like, you remember back when we had a conversation about the media, who controls the media and what they want? You remember that last week?
Mm-hmm.
Now, just like I said, now, like, everything this kid is gonna do now is gonna be publicized in some form or fashion. You know what I mean? And it's never gonna be explained just off rip. It's like the headlines are gonna be sensationalized. And it's just gonna look like it's a black kid that killed a white twin brother. Am I wrong on that one?
Listen, man, we had this conversation. We understood what we're up against. Unfortunately for this young man, listen, like you said, like you mentioned prior, he did take the life of another. So there, of course, we do have laws on this land that kind of constitutes or says what should happen after something like that. So we're definitely going to watch this closely. But I mean, is it even a question to ask why these two situations that I don't know if they're similar. I wouldn't say they're similar, but in the case of a person who actually was supposed to be there because this kid belonged where he was. And after finding out information about him defending himself, I'm more along the side of, if you are defending yourself, then you can use any measures to defend yourself. But, in the case of, Kyle Rittenhouse, which I don't want to just keep comparing again, but because it's obvious why these two kids are being treated differently. To me, at least, it's obvious. But, it is very important for us to understand that there is going to be a steeper hill, guys, when it comes to the pigmentation of your skin in a situation like this, where I feel like, the kid was just defending himself. So we have to.
What'd you say, Jerry? My bad. I didn't hear what you said.
Black, I don't know.
So Shannon Price said it was over a girl who was being called racial slurs. However, to take a knife and stab it in someone's chest cavity is a different type of rage.
Wait, what'd you say, Jerry? I can't even hear you. I mean, what'd you say, Black? I didn't hear you. Say that again.
I said Shannon Price said it was over a girl he was being called racial slurs. However, to take a knife and stab someone's chest cavity is a different type of rage.
All right. You Shannon Price. Okay. We gotta. Anyway. I don't think that's not the story that I read, Shannon Price. I definitely did not hear that story. She said, I don't agree with the portrayal in the media, but does him taking a life justify what happened? That's Cloud Jones said that's why I don't like the comparison. It's like apples to oranges. Cloud Jones also said earlier, I hate the way that this has been reported on both sides. Too much missing information. These are two entirely different situations. No need to compare or conflate them. I mean, matter of fact, Cloud Jones, we're gonna have to get on a live together and have a conversation about certain stuff.
That's like
Cloud Jones said, "What'd you say, Black?"
No, that's like every single time you, Rich, you and Cloud.
Cloud Jones said everyone was wrong in that situation. He didn't have to stab him, but he does have the right to self-defense, so it's a sticky situation. I mean, if George Zimmerman got off for self-defense, this kid should get off too.
What state is it in? What state is
What state was this in?
What state was this in? Hold on, I can find out. Let's see.
You don't have to do like on-site research, but that's why I'm not a fan of the comparisons as well.
Texas, Fort Worth, Dallas.
This is in Texas. This is in Texas. Again, these are two different places. You get what I'm saying? Two different sets of laws. It's a sticky situation. But again, I am all for a person defending himself. I don't like a lot of people say it takes a lot for you to put a knife through someone's chest cavity. But when it comes down to defending yourself, bro, it's by any means necessary. If your life is on the line, you just got to make sure that you protect yourself because you got to come home versus whoever's trying to keep you from coming home. So it's, it is a sticky situation. And of course, I just really want to zoom in on this situation and kind of see how this situation goes. But I mean, from what I understand right now, he's out on bail, right? I mean, he's out on bail.
Yeah, that's what that video was.
We're going to have to wait for the trial to see how this really plays out.
I can't hear you, Jerry.
But you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna have to sit and kind of watch to see how this plays out. But I mean, honestly, if the best case scenario we have to think about here is that the kid gets less than 20 years, or up until 20 years for taking a life. But the worst case scenario, which is what everybody's going to, of course, try to throw at the kid because they see his skin color as a weapon as well. Then you get what I'm saying. That's what he's up against. But am I to say that he doesn't deserve being tried just fairly for taking a life? I wouldn't be able to agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you did the deed. You know what I'm saying? Like you just really have to now deal with the consequences. But of course, this is going to be played different. I
think I'm gonna because it's getting late. I think I do appreciate everybody who did join in. What's it called? Make sure y'all let everybody know we going live at 8:00 from now on Monday nights. What's it called? Like this has been very very dope for everybody that did join in. And the comments is going nuts right now and everything.
It's going wild.
Yeah, it's a real conversation. This is why the lives used to last so long because we trying to have we get deep into these conversations. You know what I mean? And we do want everybody else to know that, like, come in and join us. We talk from a wide range of things. I want to say shout out to my boy Jerry and Black. We're gonna work out the kinks that we do have on the show to make it a better experience for everybody. We'll look into the StreamYards thing, but I'm trying to go the free route. StreamYards cost money, you know what I mean? And I'm just keeping it funky. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it funky. This is so anyway, Rich, I got a video for y'all to talk about next time. Send it to us on the gram. Any topics y'all want us to talk about, please send it to us on the gram.
Please.
And I also want to try something different. Probably during the week, if Cloud Jones is available, we want to actually start having more content outside of just the episodes. So we want to have like side interviews and all that. Black might start doing interviews, have it talking sports and all that different stuff. So we want to try something out, something different. So Cloud Jones, I'll be hitting you up. And yeah, Catherine, just DM it to us, all right? Anyway, everyone out there, thank you for joining us. Make sure next Monday you hit the link, join the page on YouTube, 8 p.m. All right, y'all? We appreciate you.
Tell a friend we about to be live next week, same time. Just let them know. Keep in mind, it's back, baby. We having our discussions, our topics. You already know how to go, man. Thank you guys, man. Masterminds, we out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Thank you guys, man. Masterminds, we out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.